getting ready for first pitch at Wrigley Field. The I-94 rivalry continues. It's the Brewers and the Cubs next on the show. It's been 100 years of baseball and counting at this place, and the charm hasn't faded a bit at venerable Wrigley Field in Chicago. It's the finale of this four-game series between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Central leading Chicago Cubs. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian here for this NL Central Division matchup. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Eric, as we get set to finish off this four-game set here today, let's check out what's happened so far.
Really, this series has been one-sided so far. Fans here have loved what they've been seeing. Their guys have taken the first 3 games of the series. We've seen some brooms around the yard already. They want a sweep.
All right, EK, we'll get to Steve in a moment, but first, let's have a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Milwaukee Brewers, as Ron Renneke has his guys lined up like this. And look there at the starting pitcher charged with facing these guys, as his numbers are on your screen. And there's a look at the defensive alignment for the Cubs here. Logan Schaefer will stand in for the first time with gaudy numbers here in the month, as you see him there.
Logan Schaefer.
Underway at the ballpark this afternoon as the first pitch is in there for strike one. Eric, you take a look at the home nine as they enter play here this afternoon. They come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
And they've been as hot as anybody in the league recently. So all they need to do is keep playing the way they've been playing, and you have to say they stack up with anybody in baseball.
Gene Segura will come forward now, back in the lineup after being used as a pinch hitter last night. He got the high fastball there, and he popped it straight up. Bryant battles the sun a bit, but has it for round number 1.
Well, sometimes when you miss with your location, it actually works to your benefit. I mean, this pitch is further up than I think he wants it, but hey, it works out for him.
Too low, 1-0. Comes set, now the pitch. 2-0 now.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
Swing and a grounder fouled, and that almost took the first base coach along with it. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Now a hard hit ball back up the middle, and that'll get through into center field for a base hit.
Well, this latest dry spell, it's dropped his average all the way under 240, so you'd like nothing more than to string a few of these together and get back into some kind of rhythm at the plate.
Aramis Ramirez comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. On the ground for Castro. This could be 2. One there, relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So a couple of hits here in the top half, but nothing comes of it. And now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. A look there at the starting lineup for the Cubs now. They'll have to go to work against a tough assignment indeed, as there you see the numbers for the hard-throwing right-hander Matt Garza. And there you see a look at the defensive alignment behind him for the Brewers. Now there you see Dexter Fowler, as he'll be the one to commence the action in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, Dexter Fowler.
He'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one. Eric Karros, these Brewers, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
And you know, the little things have been a recurring theme on these telecasts for years now, but when you're in a losing streak like this, no matter how minor it is, it always seems like the little things are going the other team's way. That has certainly been the case these last few games.
Chris Bryant comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike one.
That first pitch is going to be key all night long. If he gets ahead early with the fastball, that's when he can get tough to figure out, especially with the arsenal that he has.
Now here's the pitch. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
And no chance on the throw here as he reaches first easily.
Well, the very fact that he gets to this ball, that's impressive. But there was no way he was going to be able to get enough on that throw, so that'll be scored an infield single.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. 281 the average entering play. 4 home runs and 16 RBIs. He's set, now the pitch. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Runners on first with 1 down. He's set, now the pitch. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. And this is something we've seen a lot from him recently. He's worked his way into another good hitter's count.
Yeah, it's not unrelated either. When you're going good at the plate, usually means you're being selective and you're not getting yourself out. And when that happens, you'll find yourself in these kind of counts.
Now the 3-1 home. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away. Starlin Castro will get his first opportunity now. Currently sitting in 4th place in the National League in stolen bases. First offering on the way. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Good pitch right there, right on the heels of a walk. He needed to get ahead of the next guy, and he did just that.
He's ready, now the pitch. That's in there as well. It's a quick 0-2 count.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like he's trying to get a ground ball here. He's coming right after him, trying to get a punch out.
Pitch is way outside, and he can't even get a glove on it. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Yeah, and with 2 on and 1 out, you're just hoping you can get a double play ball to get yourself out of the inning. But now you've really got some work to do as he bounces this pitch, and that means both runners are going to move up.
That's hard hit back up the middle. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. 1 run scores. The throw to the plate. And he will score as well. As they're on the board here in the first, it's now 2-0. Miguel Montero will stand in. A couple of hits in that ball game last night. Montero waits, now the pitch. And this is lined right back up the middle. And a reach to his backhand side at second, but this finds a way by.
Today's players talk about barreling up the baseball, and you cannot barrel it up a whole lot better than that. If you're pitching right there, that's a chuck and duck ball. You better get out of the way.
Stay out of the double play.
Into the box, Kristen Orfeo, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Now, this first inning's been a rough one already. He needs an out here in the worst way.
Yeah, and you don't want to get caught having to play catch-up this early in the ballgame. So you're right. He's got to work his way out of this jam right now.
Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. Ready now on 1-1. Now a hard liner towards short, and that's in there. Base hit. And the run will score from second here, as this is now a 3-0 game.
And I got a feeling the last thing these guys want to do is get someone up in the bullpen here in the first inning. They might not have a choice because this is 4 hits against them already, and that last one was smoked.
Javier Baez will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
And they get the force for the second out. But wisely, no thought of a return throw, and the inning will continue. Tsuyoshi Wada get a chance to swing away, and he'll have a chance to pad onto his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 away. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
That's not really a bad take that time. You've got a guy out there on the mound that's had his hands full already, so you've got to make him prove that he can find the zone.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Let's go.
The 1-1. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. Here comes a 2-2. And this is fouled straight back. 3 runs already home here. Now another 2-2. Swing and a liner towards second. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. So they pick up 3 runs on 4 hits here. No errors, and 2 left. Second inning coming up here at Wrigley. The Cubs are on top, 3-0.